You don't pass through. You're always here. You're here. You're there and there only. Everything else appears on your spontaneous presence. And that's why it's spontaneous. Because as soon as you start to say presence, then again, you've opened the door for concepts of mind. And that little virus gets in the computer, bang, it's through all the programs, and it's trying to identify what presence is and what it heard about presence. Then the body knowledge machine goes in and does a Google search of presence. I read this, I read that. Ramana Maharshi says like this, Nisargadatta Maharaj says like this, Siddharameshwara Maharaj says like this, because that body knowledge is just Google searching everything it's ever known.
Yeah, that's very true. There's this really, it's like that very strong urge to know. Always you want to, there's a wanting to know. And, you know, like they say that, you know, like I know that Ramana Maharshi said, sooner or later you you have to forget everything, you know, everything you've ever learned. Everything's got to go. You know, which basically, it's just,
and mantra. Mantra is the super eraser, the antivirus software that then protects the computer from virus. Because every time I want to think, well, what is this? Oh, mantra, 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 because I'm one with the mantra. And as long as I'm one, I can't be two. As long as I'm one, I can't even have an idea or a belief arise when I'm just one with my selfless self through mantra. Nothing. But it's not only wanting to know, but believing you do. Yeah, exactly. You then become this knowledge, this body knowledge I've acquired. And even you can say, oh, I'm so spiritual and all this, but there's subtle ego there of, I know this. Yeah, I know what selfless self is. Yes, I do. How? Now you've created an I am somebody else that knows something, and you've invited viruses. And not just invited viruses, but you've invited a world of viruses, because now there's somebody who immediately will start to judge the world as the knower of reality. I know.
and there's no end to wanting to know. It's like
exactly.
You know, there will never be an end to it. There'll never be absolute peace.
Exactly.
There'll be momentary, you know, with insights, there'll be a momentary sense of peace. Ah, that's it. But then another longing or desire to know is just going to take its
Absolutely.
place.
And then you're having to be defensive, because once you know, you have to protect that knowing, and you have to look like the knower. It's, I mean, the world of pain and suffering, because everything is now, I am the knower of truth. I need to know. I need to look like I know. And I have to form that and protect that in every moment, which causes a thought train, a storm of how do you look? How do you sound? Is this going to work? Is that going to work? And then the spontaneity can't be, because there's so much protection. So much like, I need to know. I need to look like a knower. I need to... Because in the knowing state, there's not even an idea you're communicating with somebody else. There's just speaking as this instrument. And there's not a thought process, because it's coming from thoughtless reality, as Maharaj says, the bottom of reality. Because there's nothing. Nothing to protect. No stance to take. No position. The positionless position, unidentified, invisible, anonymous identity. If at all you want to compare yourself with sky. You're beyond sky, because sky appears upon your spontaneous presence, and you can know sky. One with the mantra. One with the mantra, one with the devotion, one with your selfless self. And even selfless self is, again, that's an idea of a concept of what is selfless self. Let's try to find selfless self. No, let's do the mantra and allow selfless self to find itself through mantra, because I'm going to be one with my selfless self through mantra. Maharaj, Master has said, Mantra makes you one with your selfless self. So anytime I want to find what selfless self is, a mantra. Because in doing mantra, I become one with my selfless self. Then mantra becomes spontaneous.